and the performance that he had today. What were your thoughts about the tone that he set by retiring those first 11?
Yeah, super good. I mean, he came out firing the ball. I mean, he looked really well today. He looked like he had everything working for him, and I think it was just good for us yesterday, especially after yesterday's game, to kind of have that start to the game today and allow us to kind of build some momentum on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, just going out there and throwing strikes. I mean, that's kind of what we got to do. Like you said, after a game like yesterday, you got to go out there and be competitive and, not show the other team that we're going to lay down, just got to bounce back.
Knowing that he wasn't feeling well, I mean, does that make it more impressive to you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, call it the MJ flu game or whatever, but I mean that's super super impressive, and honestly, just I'm really proud of him just for wanting to do that. I mean, it's a midweek game. I mean, he could have easily come out and said, "Hey, I don't feel good. Don't need to pitch today." And I mean, he gave us 3.2 innings, almost 4 innings of no run ball. Gave up 1 hit. I mean, you can't really ask for much more.
It also kind of just lights a fire under everyone else. One of your guys goes out there not feeling too well, and he still goes out there and gives it best he can. Does a really good job. That kind of just transfers to the rest of the game.
After losing the way you did yesterday, how much was this kind of a gut check, team win type for you?
For sure. I mean, it was kind of everything. Definitely don't want to lose 2 in the midweek, and especially to an in-state team. So I think that, coming into the building today that we all had a really good attitude of just being on the attack and kind of getting back to playing the type of ball that we play.
Were there any discussions among the pitching staff based on what happened yesterday? Like, hey, let's fix things today and get back at them tonight?
Not really. I mean, we know what we have, and we know what we can do. So it was just kind of more so of just a matter of going out and executing today and really just getting back to what we do, kind of like I just said. I mean, we aren't, we can call it whatever it is. Yesterday wasn't a great game for us, but we just had to get back.
Steele, I guess, 5th inning, a guy gets on with an error and then a pass ball and runner on second, no outs, but you look so calm. Like, is there any heightened nerves or adrenaline there when you're in that spot 1-0, or does it feel the same as maybe it's, a leadoff hitter in a 5-run game?
You try to treat every outing as the same, so you don't want to get too amped up for one and then be really calm during another. You try to keep the same thought process throughout everything. So every single time you go out there, your mind's the same spot. It's not like you're trying to do too much or do too less.
We saw you kind of come along last year towards the end of the year, and then Dave really spoke about the strides you made over the summer and the fall. How do you think personally, like, what's been the biggest key in maybe your development since you got here onto campus?
I think just going out there and competing and getting stronger in the weight room, that's a big thing to do with it, Coach Bell. Also going out in the summer and having fun while I'm playing, getting that confidence back. And then, transferring that to the fall and to the spring, just, keep the confidence up. That's all it really was.
Parker, we saw, I think, Brissy getting loose. Did you have to fight it all to go back out there in the 9th?
Not really. Coach Hobbs came up to me and was like, "You want the 9th?" Obviously, I was like, "Heck yeah." And, just try and go out there and give us a win.
Did it feel like a little different than a normal midweek game out there today?
I think so. I mean, especially after yesterday, I think that, there might be a little more pressure, so to speak, or something like that. But I don't think that it really hindered, obviously, how we played today. I think that on the mound, we just wanted to attack, and that's what we did.
Steele, there are a couple of counts where you went down 3-0 or, you threw a couple of balls. What's your mindset whenever you go down in those counts and, try and fight back?
So I think there was 2 3-0 counts, and the first one, it was 3-0, but there's a guy on second. You have 2 outs. You have a base open. So you don't want to be as competitive in that. You can get away with a bad pitch. You still can keep going with the inning, but I knew that I was only going to have the first batter of the next inning. So once I got down 3-0, I don't want to let Parker come in with a guy on base, so you try to fight back. And it's just a little bit different situation, and you got to pitch differently in those situations. So if it's 3-0 and you have a base open, it's a little different.
Colin had a one-hitter like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see if there's ever been 2 of these in 3 games at Arkansas. But to be able to do what you all accomplished today so soon after what he did, I wonder what your thoughts are about that.
Yeah, I feel like that's just the identity of this staff. We just have a lot of competitors on the staff, and we got a lot of guys that want to pitch, that want to perform, that have stuff to prove, and I don't know. I just feel like that's the identity of this staff, and we just kind of feed off of each other. So, to see a guy like Fish go out there and do that on Sunday you know, I feel like that motivates a lot of other people. And, you know, I think that there's going to be a lot of fight for innings on this staff. So, you know, you got to be on your game every time you come out.
Steele, Dave just said you have a rubber arm and could be back, this weekend. Is that something like you have to really work on, or does it kind of come naturally, the quick recovery and everything like that?
You know, it's like the diet and the water intake is like really, and sleep. Those are the three things that you kind of have to watch. You got to, be very vigilant about. But everything else, just get in the weight room, get moving around. I mean, that's everything. And to be able to bounce back like that and help the team, I mean, that's what I want to do,
Parker, how fast do you think you can rebound after this?
Oh, quick. I mean, I don't throw 100, so I could probably throw on Friday, to be honest with you. But, yeah, I mean, just like you said, a lot of sleep, a lot of water. Just kind of recover over the next 48 hours or so and then see how you're feeling. But I don't think it'll be too big of an issue for me.
Dave said something on the pregame show. He said in all his years here, he's never seen anything like this in terms of illness within the team. What have these last 3-4 days been like?
It's been pretty crazy. I feel like I come to the yard every morning and 2 more people are sick. I don't really know what's going on. I think, we just have some sickness going around. We're a close team, obviously, so we're always all around each other. So when one guy gets sick, it kind of seems to spread a little bit. But, yeah, I've never seen anything like this. I think we had like 8 dudes out or something the other day. And, yeah, just need to wash our hands and stay away from each other, I guess.
All right, guys, appreciate it. See you this weekend.
Thank you.
That's probably kind of hard to say.